Hello everyone, Mr. Fungi64 here and welcome back to Pikmin. Last time, we crash-landed on a strange planet, our ship totally destroyed, despite what it may look like here on the level select here. We found this thing we called an onion that sprouted out Pikmin, red Pikmin to be exact, and together, with their help, we got our engine back, and we can now fly to the Forest of Hope. Ah. That music, man. Ah. Now, I know that this... Oh, hold on, we might have a tutorial here. Let me... My dolphin has returned to the surface, along with the Pikmin's onion. Being alone on this strange planet makes me somewhat uneasy, so I shall call the Pikmin out of the onion. All I need to do is stand under the light beneath the onion and press A. Indeed we will, Olimar. Indeed we will. I'll just grab the full squad, why not? Call them to us a bit faster. And while we're here, I'm gonna let them, you know, do their thing. Now you see this pellet's yellow. If the red Pikmin takes it back to the red onion, this also assumes we're gonna get yellow Pikmin in the future. Just a warning. I want some Pikmin. I want Pikmin to be working on this grass, because grass can find something good. Now, I realized I may have mentioned this briefly. Really? Nothing? Man, sorriest pile of grass. I'll let those grow a bit. There's another pile of grass somewhere. Trust me, it's potentially helpful. Come on, there's gotta be some in here. There it is! Nectar! Another intriguing discovery. A local variety of grass produces a sort of yellow nectar. When the Pikmin drink this delicacy, they instantly mature into flowers. This apparent Pikmin favorite, oh man, I can't read today, seems to be full of nutrition. Closer observation is needed to determine the strengths and peculiarities of these flower Pikmin. Yes, so as Olimar discussed, Pikmin grow since they are plant-like creatures. Now there is a middle stage form where they become buds. You know what? I'm gonna leave these in here for now. As of now, let them destroy the wall. And what I wanted to mention earlier is I know this is a very different kind of game from the last game I played, which was Dark Souls on the channel. If you weren't here for that, and if you weren't or missed anything, I have playlists of every game I've ever played on my channel page. So if you ever want to check out other things I've done, or if you missed an episode, you know where to find it. Anyway, but I think I chose this game for a few reasons. One, I need a nice mental break, because Dark Souls, as much as I like it, it's a bit of a, you know, it's tough at times and a little stressful, and whereas this game, sure, it can have its moments when it comes down to it. Like when you're trying to accomplish a task towards the end of the day and you don't want to lose any Pikmin, of course. Here's our first enemy. Not too bad. Whoa, 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 don't go AWOL on me. They're easy to deal with, but in larger numbers, these little guys can really get the best of you. But I just feel like I need a bit of a mental break, and this is going to be a short series, so if you're not the biggest fan of it, don't worry, it won't take long. I'm only going to do, takes 3, I accidentally threw 4. It's probably going to be a day an episode. You know, that kind of thing. Grab the pellet, I mentioned before, but Pikmin aren't always the smartest creatures. But they are helpful nonetheless. No, why? Oh, alright. No point in building this little bundle of sticks if we had the Pikmin work on it, like so. Would later become a bridge, but since there's no point in being over there as of right now, I'm not going to have them work on that. Some water. Let me showcase a little something. So, as you can see, the Pikmin's kind of freaking out. Red Pikmin do not mix with water. They will die if in the water. We can go into water. Uh-oh. Dag. Kill it, quick, kill it. Alright, well, day 2, lost our first Pikmin. See? Together, and with poor aim like that, I can get some Pikmin killed. 3 on that, 3 on this. Let me head back to base. Ah! As you can see, look, the sprouts we left are now buds. Where the newer ones are still leaves because we haven't left them in the ground. Eventually they will become flowers if I wanted to wait long enough, but who's got time for that? Or we could just find nectar once in a while. Grass usually grows back within a day, but there's a lower chance of there being nectar if there was already nectar in a patch of grass. If that makes sense. I'm gonna let those sprouts go there. We got 46. Actually, I don't feel good about our chances here. 55 total. You may have noticed the bigger version of these enemies that we've been fighting are called Bulborbs. Small ones are dwarf Bulborbs. The bigger one, that once the camera zooms out, that one over there. It's a bigger one. They sleep during the day. Part of the reason why nighttime is so difficult. But we swarmed the Pikmin on them. We should have enough Pikmin. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Yeah, no deaths, no casualties. Alright. Takes about 10. I threw 12, that's fine though. Little extras here and there is fine. Don't touch. I'm not gonna touch those. These are bomb rocks, but red Pikmin can't do anything with those. We need a different type of Pikmin. Why, it's the Eternal Fuel Dynamo. It has an unlimited energy supply. I won't have to worry about saving electricity anymore. This will make my fight for survival a bit easier. I'll just have them. Do we have enough? I didn't look at my bottom number. We're off by 1. Ah, there we go. Yeah, you can bring back you can bring back a pellet. Let me throw you a bit better there. Aim and fire. There we go. If you hit the top of the pellet, I said pellet. Yeah, you better. All right. But just to show we can go in the water just fine. These things, well, tadpole creatures are harmless. They'll just run away from us. There's not much a point. Not much a point in fighting them right now, or really ever. Ugh. Eye itches, so I'm playing in a stranger way than I normally would. Come on. Faster. Let's pick up the pace, boys. Need that fuel dynamo. That's part 2. And you can see it in the ship. Not all parts are visible, but a lot of them are. Eternal Fuel Dynamo. This should light things up. No more candles for me. I've now recovered 2 of 30 parts. If I can find just 3 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Ah. Basically saying there, oh, my clock has indicated the coming of noon. From now on, I must pay close attention to the sun meter on my monitor and choose my actions accordingly. So it's best for me to review my monitor's data. Ah, okay, he's just gonna go over the display. I already talked about most of it, but at the top now we have a sun meter, basically telling us how much time left in the day. Days aren't too terribly long, so these are gonna be shorter videos. And it's a shorter game, like I mentioned earlier. Just a little mini break before I feel ready to take on larger days. But I'm gonna let those there. That's 10. Alright. I'm gonna leave those little pellets over there. I want to do some exploring. Well, actually, I'll leave 2 of them over there. Get this wall broken down. And have you 2 work on the pellets over here. Bring these on over. You grab that. Yep. Let them go. So that you don't try and lock on and help them. And you take that. Alright. Works for me. This wall is doing well. There are little jingles that play when things get done. So it's really helpful in the whole multitasking aspect. And you know what? I'm gonna leave them there. Grab some reinforcements. Because there are some enemies across the wall there. And although I mentioned last time that we leave at night because it's dangerous at night, and later bonk. Ooh, look at that. We'll look at that in a moment. Let's take care of this. Charge! Attack! Alright. Don't take anything back. No. We save this for these guys. I was going to say planted Pikmin will be safe no matter how many days they stay planted for. They'll always be there. It's when they're plucked is when they're in danger. But hey, look, a yellow onion. Explaining those yellow pellets we saw before. Well, whilst we wait for that, and I'm going to leave these here, because we're going to want to start bolstering our yellow numbers. What's the button for it? It's X to disband. I'll just leave them there. They'll be fine. I'll grab them on the way. Zoom. Well. I don't remember the controls. It's a little... I usually play the Wii version, so I'm getting used to this control scheme. The color is different, but it seems to be a Pikmin nonetheless. First glance suggests this one has what, in some circles, could consider very large ears. It looks like it may weigh less than others. In what other ways might it be different from red Pikmin? I must be sure to observe it closely. I can hold a Pikmin for a moment with A and then swap it to another by pressing R. But as for now, we're just going to want the yellow Pikmin here to take things back. While we're doing that, I'm just going to deposit them back at base. Because normally, if they're not in my party when time's up, they'll be goners. But if they're in the base circle or near their onion, like the yellow Pikmin over there, you know what? Actually, I think what I'm going to do is put the red Pikmin away. I mean, pluck them first, but just so I have as much space as possible. They'll make their way on their own. Alright. Ah, that's the button. Alright. I was a bit zoomed out more than I'd normally like to be. You two are going to give me problems, eh? Alright, you two in with the others. Go to bed a little early. I need to help bolster the yellow numbers. We don't have much time left in the day. But, you know, it'll be enough. It'll be enough, trust. Alright. You, yellow Pikmin. Now, as you see, they go quite a good deal higher. Ah, we might not be able to get that big Bulbor back, because that'll be good numbers. Come on. No, get the thing, please. I blew the whistle a bit early. That's my bad on that. Alright. We have 5. That's enough to take the mini Bulborb and that pellet. Not the... That's why the swarming function comes in handy. There we go. We might be able to... Yeah, we'll probably have enough time to build up 10 yellow Pikmin. Yellow Pikmin aren't the most helpful in Pikmin 1, especially. However, in later games, they're given... Oh, man, I'm not used to that throwing arc. Yeah, just throw a bunch of them over there. They'll get the gist. Throw some over there. 2 more over there. Accidentally threw 3 of them. And if we don't get around to plucking them all, that's fine. Like I said, they'll be fine overnight. But we have more than enough to get that big guy to the onion here. And honestly, the amount we've grown in this one day really should be enough we need for the rest of the game, potentially. Because like I said, yellow Pikmin really aren't too needed. As I'll show off more, those bomb rocks over there. Hold on. My clock is indicating the approach of sunset. Pikmin waiting beneath the dolphin and onions will probably enter the onions on their own. But if I don't call the stragglers and add them to my group, they may not be able to get back. I'm sure that the Pikmin still planted are safe, but I'm somewhat concerned about leaving Pikmin to fend for themselves in the darkness. Yellow Pikmin are the only Pikmin that can carry those bomb rocks, at least in this game. It's a bit of a thing that changes from game to game. Come on. Oh, look at that. Some big numbers. I mean, I'm still gonna bolster their numbers a bit. You know what? Let's show it off. Pick one. There we go. See into the ground. This is a GameCube game. We gotta keep that in mind. The yellow Pikmin have picked up some peculiar stones. Why did they decide to grab them? This action seems to be instinctive to the yellow Pikmin. But just what are these strange glowing stones? Brightly glowing cracks cover them. Perhaps the cracks indicate that there's tremendous power locked away within. This merits further research. I'll grab 3 of them. And these, are what we can use to break these walls. Takes 3 for a... Oops. The glowing rocks that the yellow Pikmin picked up seem to be explosive stones. Perhaps they know that these stones can be used as powerful weapons. The bomb rocks are dangerous, so I must take care when using them. But they should be able to blast open the stone walls that block the pathways. I may even be able to use them against some of the wild creatures. I must be vigilant. When I throw bomb rock carrying Pikmin and give them orders, they will toss their bomb rocks at nearby walls or obstacles. The explosive power of the bomb rocks is tremendous, so I keep my distance. It takes 3 for a lightly colored stone wall, but as you'll see later, there are dark stone walls that take 6 or 9. It's a lot, I remember. I'll pluck as many of them as I can. We're not going to get to all of them. Nope. Alright, well, they'll still be there. A pretty good second day, all things considered. We found our fuel dynamo. Another part. Only one part today, but since we won't really need to worry about growing the yellow Pikmin numbers or fighting, since enemies stay defeated for a few days before respawning. We can make headway to explore more of the region. 2 days since impact. It appears that many of the ship's parts have landed in this region. If I could just recover the parts of my radar, I should be able to use my radar screen. However, that would improve my chances. Then I'd only need to press plus to locate my parts. Yet there seem to be many hostile life forms here. If I am attacked and my spacesuit takes damage, I must return to the ship, stand in front of it, and press A to make suit repairs. As I explore, I must pay attention to my suit's damage meter in the bottom left corner of the screen. Basically teaching us a way to heal if we ever get hurt, which we shouldn't have to worry about too much. Yeah, first casualty today, that one lost in battle. Still getting used to this aim. The Wii version, since there's, motion controls, you can aim it pretty much anywhere. I mean, of course, Pikmin have ranges for how long they can be thrown. how far, not long, you know what I mean. And that's the point of the part of the point of the yellow Pikmin, like be thrown higher and further than red or the third type of Pikmin, which you may have seen a pellet of its color in the background, but we won't be getting them for a little while. But all in all, and the stars, I think I mentioned before, but in case I didn't, stars in the bottom right there show how many parts are in each area. If it's glowing, we have it. If it's not, we don't. Next time on Pikmin, we'll be heading back to the Forest of Hope in exploration for some more parts. Hopefully, I should be able to get more than one part in this next day. However, until then, remember to stay positive, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.